Hi, Radical Benchers. Thank you for joining me for All in Fable, where we apply Aesop's Fable to corporate lessons. My name is Coach Samantha, and today's fable is going to be The Wolf and the Crane. Once upon a time, there was a greedy wolf, and in the process of eating a little too greedily, the wolf gets a bone stuck in his throat crosswise. He can't move the bone, and he can't eat as he'd like to eat. So he finds a crane, right, with a long neck and bill, and says, "Hey, I will offer you a handsome reward if you take this bone out of my throat." The crane is nervous, of course, but the crane decides, okay, fine, I'll do it. She goes ahead and she takes the bone out of the wolf's throat. And once the wolf figures out it's now out, the bone's now out, he decides and starts to walk away. So as he's walking away, the crane is like, "Wait, what about my handsome reward?" And to which the wolf replies, "Are you kidding me? Like, didn't I just let you put your head in my mouth and you came out alive?" And so you have this situation where two different animals have two different perspectives about a situation. This happens often in an employer-employee relationship. An employer may have a problem that it needs to solve, and it hires an employee to solve that problem. The employee, instead of negotiating up front, decides to kind of like leave a lot of things up to chance, or leave a lot of things up to, the employer will do right by me, or whatever the situation is. So you have the employer seeing a handsome reward as, "I've given you a job, I've given you this opportunity," and you have the employee feeling cheated because, wait a minute, I was expecting a handsome reward that was more than just this job or this opportunity, right? So the two parties have different expectations. So here's the moral of the story: be clear on the details. You are in the position to negotiate. When you begin, you're in a better position to negotiate before you solve the employer's problem, right? So the crane was in a better position to determine what a handsome reward was before she had taken out the bone out of the wolf's throat. Same with you. Whatever the reward is that is promised, make sure you're clear on the details. Make sure you use those details to manage your expectations. Two mistakes we sometimes make is we expect mind reading, that the employer will know what we need or want and just give it to us. Or we expect magical thinking, right? That they're not in business to think of themselves, they're in business to think about us. And that's a mistake that we can't afford to make. So going forward, make sure you negotiate up front. And I think one of the most brilliant resources out there is there's an organization called AAUW. They have great resources for negotiating at the beginning of employment, and I think everybody should definitely take a look at that. But if you have additional questions or you need some support with articulating your needs, feel free to contact me, schedule a meet and greet at Radical Bench, and I look forward to helping you with your needs. For now, and until we meet again, live fully and thoughtfully. Thank you for watching All in Fable.